On websites or in literature, several of you have listed the need to foster a healthy business climate. How can an Idaho legislator best influence business climates in the communities of Legislative District 5 in general, and particularly in Moscow?
Okay, businesses more than anything else need a stable regulatory and tax environment so they can do long-term planning. So, and because most businesses have to invest capital and they don't see returns for a number of years, stability itself is extremely important. And then the other thing is the burden of regulations is probably even more of a problem these days than taxation itself. You talk to people that run trucks over the road, whether they're farmers or loggers, they feel like they're pushed to the edge by some of the regulations they're facing, some of the requirements by the bureaucracies. I know talking to the miners in the Silver Valley that it's almost impossible to do business there. I think the state can intervene in some of the over-regulation that's coming from the federal bureaucracies, and I think that's a role that the state can play, as well as minding its own business and not going overboard on the regulations and taxes.
Okay, thank you. Cindy, same question. If anybody needs them, again, please don't. Same question, Cindy.
I agree with Gresham. We need less regulation, lower taxes. The incentives to start business it's very difficult to start business because of those regulations. I think about the niche farming that we were looking at here in Latah County with the organic farms, and I'm told that the federal regulations on those are just outrageous. It makes it impossible to even do that. And when you are a natural resource-based county, such as we are, as well as Manawa County, it makes it really difficult to get into those areas. I think the state's got to be more proactive with our federal delegation in getting some of those regulations removed. I believe that we can help develop a lot of value-added products here out of this region if we could get some of those taken care of for us.
Thank you. Thank you. Jim, same question.
I've lived here and seen good times and bad times in this community, and when the university sneezes, businesses like mine catch pneumonia. And I think we need to see we need to depoliticize the university and the funding of the university. I think the state of Idaho needs to protect itself from the gyrations of the economy. And one of the key ingredients, I think, to that is the idea of establishing a state bank. North Dakota has a state bank, has had one for 100 years, and it was unaffected largely by the last recession that the rest of us experienced. The idea of the state bank provides a new stream of capital for the funding of public works projects and for government operations. And it also can become like a state-level central bank, becoming a lender of last resort in order to stabilize local and state economy. And I have to stop.
Yeah, thank you. Ken, same question.
I'm going to stand with Gresham and Cindy both on everything that they had to say. I think the state of Idaho needs to put forward a business-friendly environment. It needs to reduce taxes on corporations and individuals. We have to make this a business-friendly state. On top of that, though, I think what we also need is a workforce that is capable of handling the type of jobs that we would like to attract here. They're not always four-year degree jobs. Some of them may be jobs that are, non-degreed kinds of work. I'm a strong supporter of vocational training. I'm also a believer that people who are free to help themselves will do so. So the workforce itself has to be ready to accept those jobs. So I think we need to be able to support our citizens in terms of educating themselves.
Thank you.